break serve again, we will have to stop talking about the inevitable because, of course, he can come back. It has happened before. 1-5, Lendl 7. But as Fred Stolle has been saying all along, he's putting so much behind that second serve. And of course, he told Fred yesterday in an interview that he had to serve that second serve hard to try to avoid being attacked unmercifully by the second serve return of McEnroe and approach shot. But he has paid the price a few times this afternoon. Love 15. His favorite direction down the line, Lendl. McEnroe can hook it back cross-court off the 1-5, 15 all, second set. Oh, yes, he left it and it landed on the line. You could see John McEnroe trying to make up his mind as Lendl hit this one. Watch this right here. He's saying he's about to hit it, then he says, no, I'll take my racket away, which he does, and the ball lands on the line for the winning passing shot. Doesn't happen often, but even the pros will do it. 30-15. So Lendl with the chance to win his second game of this second set. When McEnroe serves his next serve game, he will be with the win. Game one. Lendl holds on to serve. 5 games to 2. McEnroe leads. Second set from the Volvo International.
Leads 5-2.
McEnroe beat his brother Patrick in the first round here, a match they both said they hope they never have to play again. Then Schultz, Sadri, Anacone, and yesterday Seguso in the semi-final.
40 low.
The reason that you are not hearing from Fred Stolle at this point, folks, is that he is down at courtside waiting to interview the winner. And it was his judgment, as I'm sure it was yours, that would have been a couple of games ago when McEnroe served for it at 5 games to love. This is match point. You can add the title of Volvo International to John McEnroe's titles in 1985. He had won at Philadelphia, he won in Houston, he won in Atlanta, he won at Chicago. He was runner-up at Forest Hills WCT Tournament of Champions, but you can add his name to the winners list here from the Volvo International Stratton Montain, Vermont. An outstanding performance by a man who is making, I suppose, a mini comeback, not having won Wimbledon or the French Championships. We will be back with more, an interview with John McEnroe. Fred Stolle is at courtside with the winner in a moment. Fred?
Well, congratulations, Junior. A pretty good effort. Devastating performance, actually.
It's definitely my best match of the tournament. I felt good when I got out there. I was sorry that we had to stop because I felt like I was on a roll a little bit, and I felt fresh and eager to play. So fortunately, when I came back, I still felt just as good.
Yeah, well, at 3-1, as soon as there was a couple of spots of rain, both of you must have decided before the match that as soon as it started to rain, you'd go off. Was that the deal?
Well, we didn't really decide that, but I was up 40-love, so I figured I was going to win my serve anyway, and it was getting too slippery. It suddenly started coming down harder, and on hard courts, all you need is a little glaze over the court, and it's too slippery to play.
When you did come back, you served an ace, and then Ivan sort of came back, and the early part, he was pressing a little bit.
he played a great game the second time I served after I won that game to break me back, and he had some momentum going. So fortunately, I got my head back into the match and started doing things I needed to do. I felt like I served a reasonably good game. He just came up with some great shots, and I just tried to do a little bit extra after that.
And from here, you go to where?
I'm going to Montreal and then try to just play a couple exhibitions, one-night exhibitions, and just try to get ready for the Open. But I'm happy because I feel a lot better physically and mentally, and it's nice to be on the winning track, and I hadn't won a tournament in a while.
I think your service motion this week has looked very smooth and very comfortable, and you served, I think, 7 or 8 aces there today.
I served good against my brother first round. That was a very unusual thing for me, so I figured that I knew I had a good feel on my serve once the tournament started, so I was glad to get through that. And I had lost Ivan a couple of times early in the year on clay, so I'm glad to get that out of the way again because I didn't want to get in any sort of rut against him.
Some of the off-court distractions that you've had over the last few months at Wimbledon or prior to that and at Wimbledon, are you pretty much over those? Or?
I hope so. You know, I mean, that's something that you're constantly having to deal with, and I feel pretty good about myself, and I'm trying to learn from everything, and sometimes you learn the hard way, you know, and that's what happened in Wimbledon.
And just one last question. You didn't get too close to the Bic this morning. Is that because you're a bit superstitious?
Are you working for Bic now and try to get... But no, it's not at all. It's just that just a little rush for time, and I apologize to all the representatives out there if they're angry at me. You know.
Well, congratulations, and